Hello everyone, my name is Khalid. I'm an artist born and raised in Dubai, and I'm going to tell you a bit about my practice. I describe my practice as looking for chances or trying to understand the language of the public. And in my works, I see myself playing games. I think that is what's important about a practice, is that I look forward to making work. And I also look forward to it in a sense that I don't operate out of a studio, neither do I possess materials that are of high caliber, that are inaccessible or expensive. I like to work with what I find around, whether it's receipts on the floor or objects, or just finding handwritten notes by some people. I think these are important tools in my practice, and I kind of like to utilize them. We can have a look at one of my first works, which is Receipts number 2. Initially, Receipts number 1 was a series of hand-drawn receipts. And in this time, I try to use the receipts in a different manner. I'm fascinated by receipts because it is something that comes out every day. Within our everyday movement, there's always going to be a receipt somewhere. And most of the time, we tell people to just throw it in the dustbin. But I was trying to find a way that we could use the receipt and sort of have some type of ownership. So what I would try to do is whenever I ordered food, I realized that there's a comment section. And in that comment section, you could write whatever you want and they would print it because it's an automated machine. So I started hiding poetry in between each meal that I ordered. The second work that I produced for the gallery is called My Job is to Look at the Sunset. And this is a conversation between me and Nadine, the curator, and she was fascinated that on Instagram I would continuously post my sunsets, and she wanted to do something with that. And again, like I said, how I like to have my practice form as a game, I thought it'd be interesting that since I'm having work shown for 72 days in the gallery, how about I produce a work that occupies those 72 days? So what do I mean by occupy? So now these sunsets that I just post for free are now being utilized to be sent to the gallery and be printed on a printer as I'm experiencing it. So I would make sure to prioritize having documented the sunset when it's happening and put it on a Word doc and send it to the gallery. And what you will see is a collection of days, and there are some gaps within the work, and those are days that I am unable to look at the sunset. Despite being a lover of sunsets, sometimes life comes in the way, and I think that is important to show in the work that I am doing this within my daily routine. And this is also what work looks like, what producing work looks like. It happens in my daily. It's not something that's separated as studio time. Studio time is something that I'm continuously occupying. The third work is During Work Hours. It's a work that's commissioned by 421. And that time I was having a solo. And while being given a solo, I'm also an employee at a museum. And this is where I had to juggle my time, where now I had even less time to produce work or roam around and find things. So how do I produce work within this 8 hours that I'm locked in an office? And I kind of decided to, since I'm already editing text and working on text and searching for text, how about I work with text for this work? And what I found in the craft store are these cyanotypes, and they were pre-treated textile cyanotypes. So it made producing cyanotypes a lot easier because I just had to put a screen on top of them and expose them to the sun. So I started writing these series of work called During Work Hours. The text would start with a feeling or something that I'm doing, and the text always had to end with the words during work hours. What happened as a perfect coincidence within the gallery is that we couldn't find a perfect space, and now the work occupies the office. And I think that's a good reflection of all the employees in the gallery, in their office, and suddenly all my thoughts are up there, but also possibly theirs. And I think that's a beautiful relationship, but also a relationship to see works that should exist within the space that they come out from, and rather than creating something completely new. I kind of like the true nature of the work being in an office. So those are the 3 works that I have in the gallery. I hope you come by and visit, and I hope you enjoy them. Thank you.